Hello viewers and welcome to something different tonight. It's been another Gran Turismo, but we're going to be playing a bit of retro gaming tonight. We're playing on the PS1 and we're going to be playing Air Combat. Bit of Air Combat there it is. Classic game released early in the life of the PlayStation 1 before it was released in the UK back in spring '95. Wow, amazing technology. And I haven't played this game in probably since sort of 95 really. So I mean, I've played it. No, I haven't really played it much since then. So music, listen to music. Trying again. Go on, manage it PlayStation. Some dust and dirt on the CD there, but we're okay. We got through that intro. I was kind of wondering if it, you know what, I tested it just before starting this stream and it worked perfectly. Hello John, hello JD as well, and Jeff as well. Done. All right, start. What are we going to do here? We're going to I think we just got into normal. I might have to restart and change the options. And do bear with me on some of the loading screens.
Gentlemen, you are the cream of the world's air forces. This country desperately needs your help. 6 months ago, an extremely well-armed and organized terrorist force carried out a coup d'etat. Attempts to free our country have been foiled by repeated surprise attacks. To avoid escalating this war and causing unacceptable civilian losses, we wish to employ your services. Surgical airstrikes and the elimination of enemy air superiority will tip the scales in our favor. You will receive remuneration commensurate with your positions as the premier top guns of the world.
Okay. So, having a few technical issues here at the moment, so I apologise. The bottom inch of the screen is actually cut off, but I don't know why. I can see it, but it's not transmitting on the stream, and I don't know why, which is a bit of a pain. I'm going to have to change the controls to expert controls in a moment, but we have scan lines, lovely scan lines. I hope you're all enjoying those at home, which are nice, beautifully simulated by our OSSC device that we have here. And if you guys haven't seen one, I'm going to show you. Just zoom around past the camera there and we can see there it is. That's the device that makes it all possible. Can we zoom in on it more? There we are. Come on. So that's what we're using right now to give you guys an authentic look with the scan lines, which I think scan lines are really important in these games because they just don't look right.
Target, C5A supply
Target.
unit.
It's terribly well spoken. So actually tonight it's the first time that we're streaming on Team Digital Games as well, and obviously it's not a racing game. And I want to do more non-racing games. That's not to say I'll do any less racing than I do currently. It's just that when I'm not playing racing games, I play other games. It'd be nice to stream those as well. So look at those graphics. It's 60 frames per second. Look at those graphics. Awesome music as well. We're going to get into the music in a bit. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Now let's just try it again. Hi, Andy. It's Alan. Alan. Wow, the nostalgia. There is nostalgia. As I say, there is loading screens. Bear with me. This is running on authentic hardware. Oh,
right now.
Okay, so it's running with standard controls. Right. Is it any? I'm going to have to. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to restart this. Sorry to say, but we've got to get to the options and change the options. Do you remember a game called Friendly 1179? I do remember it. I don't have it. I do remember of it. Tonight I've got two games here. I've got Ace Combat 2 here. Ace Combat 2. And I'll just see, actually. Hold on. Hold on, let's just see if we've got it here. And, coming up in a couple of days, we're going to have a little bit of this as well. So we're going to play the old and the new. Unfortunately, I apologise for the fact that there's a bit of dust on the CD. It's a bit old. On the PlayStation bit old. Right, receive response. Start. Come on, start. Just got to think about it. I sometimes wonder if I should prepare things a bit by testing everything before I do it. But what I find is that I test all of this stuff and it works perfect. And I just get to about 2 minutes of streaming. Seem to be because we're experts. Okay, so they're old missions. Wow, I mean those missions are like that's like 1995 memory card missions. So at least we can just in case you wanted mono sound. Oh. You'll enjoy the rock music in here as well. So, who's looking forward to this game? I am going to live stream Ace Combat 7. We'll just play this on normal, get stuck in. So I've got it here. Ace Combat 7 and Ace Combat 2, and I'll do both of these as well. For no reason other than I'm a bit of a fan of the series.
Of the world's air forces.
Though I didn't like the more recent, and I don't know the official name, but the sort of chase cam stuff where you fly through buildings and blow stuff up. I didn't like any of that. I thought that was all rubbish. It was all sort of USP to sell the game, but it didn't build on it. Whereas this one has VR. I'm looking forward to testing the VR experience properly. Stuck in.
This is an evaluation of your operational abilities.
Don't press that button then.
This is an evaluation of your operational abilities.
Music. Do let me know if the sound balance is okay, because I do like to turn the music up on this game. So tonight's the first time, as I say, I'm streaming to the Team VV Games channel. If you haven't seen it, I'll just share it here for you guys, because this is where I'm going to share I'm going to stream more often probably to the non-racing channel in some respects, because I do so much. Right now. Non-gaming and racing in my own time. I'm looking at the game now. Let's get stuck here.
On our right. Bogey on our 6.
What?
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Take off!
He's down there.
Stay with him! Don't let him get away! Here! Out! Crawl! Pull out of it! Engine stall! Bogey at 12 o'clock!
We'll get back into finding the buttons
Up
and
ahead!
getting used to it.
On our left! Enemy locked on target.
Wow, what a game, what a game. This time was amazing.
Guys! Caution! Up ahead!
Warning!
On our right! Bogey on our 6!
Warning!
On
We
our
had
left!
sun flare for the first time in a game. That was the first time we'd ever seen that effect. Before anyone else got it.
Let's return to mission, buddy! Bogey at 12 o'clock!
Yeah, let's look at this guy.
Up ahead! Great shot! Back one!
Find our mission parameter. Stuck it, so it should be in this direction somewhere. Bit of yawing. There we are. Bit of yawing. This game was just the business. Spring '95 PlayStation. We had Philosoma.
Enemy target located.
Let's get this guy first. These are really easy on level 1, aren't they? Chase these big planes.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! You blew him away! Jesus, missed!
Jesus Christ.
Enemy locked on target. Fire!
Still
Shoot it down!
just out of range of him.
Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail! On our right!
I just like to make you guys dizzy for no reason. So who played this, and what other games would you guys like
What's
to
up
see?
ahead?
Always let me know. Doesn't matter on the genre generally, as long as I don't get bored playing it.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, wasting missiles. Let's get him.
Jesus, missed!
Jesus missed!
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Blew him away!
Move him away. Where are we going now? See, the technique in this game is always to decelerate and reaccelerate and turning, and that helps you turn in circles. You should be able to see it by now. What's that thing? There it is.
Enemy target located.
Let's get the targets first.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Back one! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Wasted!
Just as any good rally games with air.
Mission accomplished.
It's interesting, isn't it? What games do you jump around a lot? I mean, in the US, they like to have lots of games, don't they? Like that. I guess like Gravel was okay for that recently. Good question. Burning Road on the PlayStation 1. That's got lots of air. In fact, that's probably the most airy driving game ever. We're going into this now, aren't we? We're loving this. We're loving a bit of retro gaming. What were your favourite PlayStation 1 games? Did anyone play many games in the PS1 era? Were any of you even born in that era? Do let me know. There's a few of you out there. I obviously got my PlayStation with Demo 1, which I showed you guys a while ago, but of course when it launched in Japan, got it over to the UK, week of launch of Ridge Racer, was amazing. And then a few weeks later they released Toshinden, which at the time was impressive. Good texture map, beat 'em up, stunning. And then we had to wait a while then until sort of March, like no games for 3 months. And then we had Cyber Sled, Starblade, and this come out. Tekken was a big surprise. You know, you got to remember we didn't see any previews. It was just, hey, here's Tekken, here's Cyber Sled. You know, it was like, wow. Just a strange time. Whereas now, when a game's released, you know, you see
Immediate mobilization required. Our base's
nothing you
position
don't
was
know about
compromised in the
game
last enemy push.
before it's released.
Reports indicate
Whereas
imminent arrival of bombers.
found that
Scramble and ace those bogies.
This time,
Target,
you see a picture in
B-52
magazine
bomber
saying,
force.
this game's coming, like Gran Turismo. I saw one picture in a magazine 7 months before it was released, and that was it. There was nothing else on it. It was out in Japan. So, take off. Try to destroy the enemy. Interesting voiceover. So yeah, we're streaming to both channels. Did it not come up on the chat? Did I paste it in the chat? I did. Right, Team VV. There we go. Team VV Games. That's the other channel. And tonight I am streaming to everything as usual. But in future, I'm gradually going to move. Ace Combat. I've already done a bit of Ace Combat 7.
Break now.
Let's take down some of these guys. We did a bit of Need for Speed a while ago, but I've got
Locked
to
on
find out
target.
why.
Fire. Shoot it down.
Alert,
Focus on our
body
six.
damage.
Focus.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
On our right.
Wow,
Alert, body damage.
that's a lot of
Alert, body damage.
you.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead.
Let's just get these guys.
Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. On our right.
Missed.
Focus on our six.
Yeah.
Focus on take off. Focus on our six.
Do you know what's so interesting? Is
Up
when
ahead.
you play Ace Combat 7,
On our right.
seeing how actually it's the
Focus on our
same
six.
game. It's just the
On
same
our
game
left.
with better graphics. One thing that makes this
Focus
slightly
12 o'clock.
difficult is you do need to use your
Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Great shot. Blew him away. On our right. Enemy in sight. Focus on our six. On our left. On our focus on our six. Great shot. Up ahead. Take off. He's wasted. Focus on our tail. On our right.
Yeah. Oh, what a time it was. I mean, when we first saw Ridge Racer back in the day, I mean, Ridge Racer was amazing.
On our left.
Oh, let's change that then, because I do need a bit of feedback on the audio, so let's just change that for a second. Thanks for letting me know, Tim. Let's just reduce that down. Let me know if this is okay. Can you hear me okay now?
Focus on our
Do
tail.
let me know. Do let me know.
Take off. On our left. Up
It's me getting
ahead.
carried away with the awesome rock music of the 90s.
Enemy locked on target.
In the
Fire.
face.
Enemy
In
target
the face. Right.
located. Enemy
How about
locked
you
on
in the
target.
face?
Fire. Shoot it down.
Oh, in the face for him as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you know, I look forward to showing some of the other gaming genres now. Actually, I've been doing racing games for so long, and yeah,
Engine
alright.
stalled.
Let's get a bit higher, get a bit more altitude. Altitude and altitude. Right, where is the enemies? Okay. I mean, it was a really amazing era for games at the time because all this stuff was new. We'd never had a flight sim on console, for the average user at home that was anything remotely like this. And in a way, this runs at 30 frames, but I always felt it was a smooth 30 in the way that it just feels like it's running close to 60 in many respects. That's much better now. Okay, thanks guys. So yeah, let me know what your favourite PlayStation 1 games were. Let me know what games you'd like to see me occasionally play on the channel. Thrustmaster T150 second hand. I will say, Big Mike, I generally have a rule of not buying second hand consoles or wheels. Generally. And the reason for that is that you just don't know how they've been used. I mean, that Thrustmaster wheel could have been properly used, and you don't know how long it's going to last. It could last for like a week and it breaks because it's so knackered.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down!
I mean, it's like how many people sold. The same with consoles. How many people sold an Xbox One or Xbox 360 just before it got the red ring of death? Like everybody. And that's why you don't buy second-hand consoles, because yes, if you need some cash, it's handy, but for me, you don't know where it's been kept, you don't know how the robots had problems. It might work for 5 minutes when you first get it, and then it's never going to work again.
On our left.
Yeah, let's get away from this guy.
Boogie on our tail. On our right.
We're going to have to deal with him, aren't we? Go on, flat out.
Enemy targets located.
He's just
Let's return to mission, buddy.
we are.
Enemy in sight.
Let's get him.
Bogey on our 6.
Bogey R6. Let's focus now. We're Top Guns, guys. We're Top Guns. Let's do some Top Gun action. Take down these dudes.
Stay with him. Blew him away.
As far as I'm concerned, that's it. There you go. Mission accomplished. Look at those graphics. It's going to be good to compare, isn't it, in a way, what we have here with what we're going to have. Yeah, we're losing the bottom inch of the screen. That's something I'm going to have to look into on a future stream, what's happening there. But I hope you're enjoying the scan lines. It's all about the scan lines. Look at those lovely scan lines. Games look so much better, just with a bit of authenticity in terms of reducing the picture quality. Look at that plane, look. Beautiful, just a little bit of it. Back in the day, you love it. So Jeff's talking about GT2, V-Rally Test Drive. Yeah, Ridge Racer. I mean, I do want to do more Ridge Racer. I'd love to get my PS2 working. I drove 33,000 miles, I think, when I last looked at that. But the power adapter's died on it, and I don't know what type of power adapter it needs, because it's a Japanese Day 1 PS2 that was very pricey. And it plays PS1 games as well, but don't want to damage it.
Formation makeup is unknown. Expect enemy fighter support and a tough dogfight.
Look at that, 60 frames per second. Sort of menu screens there. I like that, and it's very high resolution. You're almost getting that high res flicker of high resness. That's what I liked about it as well. It's like proper high resness. What is the point in using that plane? I mean, it's like, let's use the rubbish fighter, or let's use the good fighter. There really is no. Let's just use the good fighter. It'd be interesting what the other one is actually good for. I guess if you want to make the game. Yes, H-Dose. Yeah, that's right. Ace Combat 7's coming, and I thought, why not? We'll play a bit of Ace Combat 1. We'll have a little look as well at the improvements made in Ace Combat 2. And then in a few days, then we'll do the new one, Ace Combat 7, when we stream that, and that'll be on.
Ready?
What day is that?
Break now.
Couple of days. We're going to do that. Oh, there's some. Oh, we're locked onto him. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. In the face. No.
Enemy locked on
Ow.
target. Fire.
Okay.
Bogey on our 6.
Body damaged. No, it isn't. It's fine.
On our right.
That was a bit close, so I fired just a second too soon. Because I knew.
Enemy in sight.
Let's get
Bogey
this
on
guy.
our 6.
Come on.
Up ahead. Take off. Stay with him. Jesus, miss. Bogey on
How
our
did
6.
that miss? 2 mile an hour.
Up ahead.
Alright, let's get this guy. He's trying to evade me. This is like it's like that scene at the end of Dunkirk, isn't it?
Fire. Shoot it down.
And the Spitfire's coming in behind the big plane.
Take off.
Satisfying moment.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive.
Oh,
On our left. Bogey on our 6.
bit low. No, this is alright. Just got to get rid of this guy, haven't we?
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive.
Damn, we're in trouble.
Bogey on our 6.
That mountain was a bit higher than I thought.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6.
Need to get some altitude at the moment.
On our left. Bogey on our 6.
I like the music. It's great, isn't
Up
it?
ahead.
It's got that kind of, I don't know. I actually really like the fact that games of this time
Locked on target.
had
Fire. Shoot it down.
in-house music.
Jesus, miss. Enemy in sight.
What I always find about the enemy jets is that they can accelerate
On our
and
left.
brake
Bogey on our 6.
seemingly much quicker than you can at times. So apologies, I'm not just downing them all in one go.
On our left. Bogey on our 6.
Oh wow, I just can't get to this guy,
Bogey
can
on our
I?
tail. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our 6. Altitude too low. Fly.
Can't get to him. Can't get to him. We'll have to go after the
Bogey
targets.
on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6.
Take this guy. Just down him.
On our right. Take off. Up ahead. Bogey on our tail.
Down.
On our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus,
Missed.
missed. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead. On our
AI.
right.
We've got the
Take
AI.
off.
Amazing AI for the time.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive. Bogey on our tail. On our left.
Let's get the. Let's go after the next primary. It's just these guys are mucking around here, and I can't find the other primary.
Take off.
Should be one here somewhere.
On our right.
There we go. Let's
Up
get him.
ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. On our right. Enemy in sight.
Right here. Oh. It's funny Ace Combat, you know, sometimes you can have missions where you go in there and you down everybody straight away.
Bogey on our tail.
Sometimes you can have missions where you run out of fuel and it's all over.
On our right. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive.
Can't get him. Why are they so fast?
Bogey at 12 o'clock.
I wonder.
Bogey on our 6. Bogey lock. Bogey on our tail. On our right. Bogey on our 6.
We are seriously not getting these guys.
Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire. Bogey on our 6. Jesus, miss. Bogey on our 6.
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching.
Caution.
Dive.
Caution. Caution.
Look at those sun
Bogey on our
effects.
6.
Lens flare in your face.
On our right.
Come on,
Up ahead.
let's
Bogey
get
on
him
our
now.
6.
Come on,
Enemy locked
down,
on target.
down,
Fire.
down.
Take off.
got him.
Enemy targets located.
Oh, we've got a little under half fuel. Let's go for these other targets and see if we can find them instead.
Up ahead. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on. Bogey on our 6. Jesus, miss. Take off. On our left.
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive. Bogey on our tail. On our right.
In front of me.
Up
There we are.
ahead. Enemy in sight.
Come on, let's get him.
Enemy lock. Bogey on our 6. Wasted. Take off.
Getting there, getting there. There's 2 more to get.
Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located.
He's coming towards us.
Enemy locked on target.
In the
Fire.
face.
Bogey on our 6.
Nice. Let's go after the other
Bogey on our 6.
main target.
On our left. Enemy in
This one's-
sight. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6.
Stay on the leader.
Bogey. Take off. Up ahead.
Come on, come on.
Jesus, miss. On our right. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Bogey on our 6.
Oh, missed him again.
Bogey on our tail. On our left.
I know you guys are loving this streaming
Enemy in-
stuff completely. It's different to the racing, isn't it? But
Enemy locked on
I
target.
don't know why.
Fire.
I always find a bit of Ace Combat very compelling in its own way.
On our right. Take off.
Colony Wars. Oh, there's a good mention there. When I was young.
Fire. Shoot it down.
I was just remember that opening line from James Earl Jones. When I was young, before the war. What a great game Colony Wars was. And actually it has one of the best soundtracks in any game ever. Ooh, there we
Enemy
are.
in sight. On our right.
Where'd he go?
Bogey on our 6.
Let's get this guy.
Fire.
Ah,
Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. Bogey on our tail.
wow.
Take off.
This is proving to be infuriating. Come
On
on.
our left. Up ahead. Enemy in
Come
sight.
on. Ah,
Bogey on our 6. On our right.
they are literally dodging hardcore. I'm going to fly away for a minute. I'm going to fly away and see if I can get them in
Bogey
front
on
of
our
me.
6. Bogey on our tail.
Or I'm going to run out of
Take
fuel.
off. On our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked
Get
on
him,
target.
get him,
Fire.
get him.
Again, bogey on our 6.
Alert. Body damage. Alert. Body damage.
I did take a risk there, but I thought, let's just do it.
Alert. Body damage.
Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. Jesus, miss!
Come on, get
Oh,
him.
pull out of it!
Engine stalled.
He was going so slowly, amazing. I was literally full on brakes then. Let's get some altitude again.
Hold me on our six.
Caution.
Pull out of it!
Engine stalled.
Enemy targets located. I'm losing him.
Probably this direction.
Let's return to mission, buddy.
No,
Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located.
it's trying to automate.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down!
No.
Jesus, hold me on our six.
Oh man, it's just not happening for me often. When you fly up to them, you fly up behind them. You can down two of them like, straight away. Or sometimes when they're both flying
Enemy in
towards you in
sight.
one go, you can just literally shoot them both in the face.
Up ahead!
Come on.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Jesus, miss! Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Shoot him away.
Finally, sorry that took longer than it should have.
Accomplished.
I'm very rusty. I haven't played this game in 24 years. 23, 24 years. Let's say 23 years, maybe. Maybe I played it in 96. Yeah, I probably played it in 96. Because of course that's when did we get this one? 97. So I would have played it a bit before this as well. 96. No, this was 96. God, I tell you, a long time ago. Blimey, the time flies. So Tim was just saying 5 PS1 games: Colony Wars, Formula 1, F1 97, Chrono Conquer, Tokyo Die Hard Trilogy, Soul Blade. That's a good selection there. Formula 1, actually, I should play a bit of that as well. The music in Formula 1, it just kind of gets on your head and it stays there. And then I keep hearing that music playing and then
Up to
wondering,
now, our
what
offensive
game
missions have been
was that
constrained by
music
the
from?
presence of civilians in Donetsk City.
Here we go, we're going to blow up
Recent
the
evacuation
ground
of that city
objects now.
permits us to engage hard targets within the city perimeter. Target 1, Computer Communication Center. Target 2, Enemy Headquarters Building. Night conditions should neutralize enemy ground fire. However, the city has at least 3 interceptors available. We have
Right.
no intelligence on force composition. From now on, you will have a wingman assigned to you. Inform him of the operation before departure.
So the wingman's using the rubbish jet. I'm going to stick with using. Don't really. Just very curious, isn't it? Looking back at why they have a good plane and just a completely useless one, which is a bit odd. So yeah, I've done a lot of Gran Turismo lately, and of course we've had the Grand Tour game, haven't we? Released, which I'm going to talk to Kevin about when I next speak to him. He's going to be playing through it. I've downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play a bit of it, see what I think of it, but there's been a lot of issues with takedown notices from Amazon
Ready?
and stuff like that, and I'm interested to know if any of you have played it, what you think of this is as
Enemy
dark
in
for
sight.
you guys as it is for me.
Enemy targets located.
Maybe we want to take out these ground things first.
Enemy
Warning.
locked on us. Missile
Caution.
approaching. Dive! Dive! Great shot! On our left! located. Up ahead.
Nice chilled music. Let's blow up some buildings.
Enemy locked on our left. Enemy locked on target. Great shot. Moving on our tail.
Alert, body damage.
Oh, no.
Alert, body damage.
Went too slowly.
Alert, body damage.
Tried to do too much with one run.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Missed one, haven't I? I think
Bogey on
that
our
was all
six.
of them.
On our right. Enemy target located.
Should be,
On our left.
should be something here that I missed somewhere.
Bogey on our six. Enemy in sight.
Oh, there we go. Building. Just going to take another hit.
Take off. On our right. Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our six. Let's return to mid. Bogey on our six. Bogey on our six.
We don't want to worry about that. We don't want to worry about the bogeys. We're just going to focus on what we need to do.
Enemy target located.
Right, let's,
On our left.
there we go. There's a plane there, but we'll just ignore it. It's going to be so amazing playing this on VR though. On the, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the spinny stuff I'm doing you wouldn't want to do on VR all the time. But I have played it, and it's just the feeling of being there is amazing. I mean, it's a bit like if anyone's played Star Wars demo that was released for sort of Rogue One. It's amazing on PSVR. Now, where's the?
On our right.
Oh, it's underneath.
Enemy in. Bogey on our
Oh,
tail. Bogey on our six. Bogey on our tail. Bogey on our six. Take off.
Caution.
Pull out of it.
Engine stall. Caution.
Enemy target located. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Enemy in sight. Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our left. Bogey on our six. Enemy bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our tail. Take off.
I just got on with it then. I thought,
Enter the
you know,
gunway.
I'm just gonna blow up the buildings. Yeah, this was great. So yeah, I'd like to do a bit more on the web. I've got my little setup here, my lighting. I'm trying to improve my lighting. So it's a little bit of a cardboard shield. So for those of you who didn't see it, I'll just show you guys how this sort of works here. So we've got ghetto set up there. We've got a nice cardboard lighting setup, which always works well. And this helps light everything that we see here. And then of course when we're doing the streaming, we've got our gameplay in front of us there. Which is currently showing you guys a loading screen, but not me. That's a bit weird. So we see that's what goes out to you guys. And then over here we have a bit of chat coming in. So that's it there. And then over here, if we move over here, we have the current information going through the little box. If we come up there, and that's the. Go on, zoom in on it. Oh, it's not giving you the light's a bit bright on it, fortunately, but that's the box that does the SCART connection, and that's how I'm able to get my authentic PlayStation 1 experience combined with dodgy SCART stuff. Now, one thing that's important to remember is when we used to play games, not only do we have borders, but sometimes SCART leads would be shifted over to the side or one side. You'd lose a bit of the screen. That's something which people forget now, but it was never perfectly in the centre of your TV screen. So unfortunately I've got the same problem here. It's slightly cutting off the bottom. It might be a SCART issue, so I'm going to see if I can fix it. That's a little bit of mucking around of knobs, see if we can fix something there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to okay, so who do I want defending me? Do I want a rookie defending me? No. So some sort of veteran. Oh, spending all my wages on someone to fly with me. What kind of military service is this? Sorry chaps, but if you want a good pilot, you have to pay for it out of your own pocket. Oh, look at that. Right, we're going to take a look at Ace Combat 2 in a minute. Da, 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 da. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of playing old arcade games, but a bit of FPS, bit of shoot 'em ups. You know, we're going to mix it up a bit on the Team VV Games channel. So it's all set up now, so I'm going to keep plugging it. So I'd like to get more of you on there, so that when I stream on there, you guys don't miss the streams. Have you played Forza Horizon 4? If so, thoughts? Thanks, sir. I have played it. I think it has stunning graphics. My personal feeling on it, with just what I've played, is that it has a lack of progression, and that's a staple of the series. So when you're doing Rally Event 1 or whatever, it's the same as you'll be using the same car, same crowd, same setup as Rally Event 10. You're just repeating the same little event here and doing the same event here and here and here. There's no real progression to it for me. So for me, it doesn't develop me as a driver. I didn't even feel that difficulty increased, really. Stunning to look at, wonderful technical demonstration, beautiful product, loads in there, but it really is made for sort of an average gamer who really isn't that bothered about playing a game for a long time. It captures the Forza audience. I guess online they get more out of it, and I'll play some more Forza as well at some point. I mean, it's, as I say, stunning to look at. It's really nice to have a game like that set in the UK as well. It was a nice little surprise. Where's the next one going to be set? What's that music? Let's get this guy now.
Locked on target.
Yeah!
Warning.
Enemy down.
Warning.
Enemy targets located.
Yeah. I know.
Warning.
Missile approaching. Dive.
Ah, what have we got there? Oh, we've got a donation from Gaming Legend. Oh, thank you, Gaming Legend. Really appreciate it. We're talking of Gaming Legends. We are playing a Gaming Legend here. This is a Gaming Legend, and oh, thank you. Really appreciate it. You know, the support means a lot, and it really supports the channel. You know, so it supports what we do. Take this guy down. In your face. See, that's what I was trying to do earlier, and like when I was saying to you guys, the missiles just weren't working. You can have missions sometimes where literally you go in there and every missile just seems to connect. Right, let's go get one of these others now. That music. Yes, some PS1s work better upside down. My one doesn't. My original one doesn't. I did try the upside down thing, but I found it wasn't as good for it. Senor Roberto, welcome to the channel. And I've got to sort out the other YouTube channel actually on the old Streamlabs.
Enemy targets located.
Where? Where are they? Are we there? Oh, there we are.
Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our 6.
It's that rock music. It's getting me
Bogey
into
on
it.
our tail. Take off.
There's some really good music in Ace Combat 2 as well that I really like. I'll look at that in a moment.
Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on our left. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Take off.
Oh, this is what you want to do. What day of the week is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? It's a wet Wednesday evening and we're playing 20-year-old PlayStation games that are so simple and yet still so much fun to play. You know? Yes, the graphics. Ah, if I just a second before it locked.
Alert, body damage.
Oh no. Let's go get these other ones
Body
actually.
damage. Alert,
Before we
body
run out of
damage.
fuel mucking around.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Now there is an outside view. This is the Super GT view. But we're not going to use that.
Enemy targets located.
Let's see.
On our right.
No.
Bogey on our
This
6.
is how I fly. This is how I roll.
On our right. Bogey on our tail. Take off.
Let's go high. We're a bit low there.
Enemy targets located.
Yeah. Oh, no, we don't have to stall. Alright, there it is. Target.
Bogey on our tail.
Target is not that target. We destroyed it entirely. Right, okay. I was certain we were going to have another one there.
Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6.
There we are. Let's get rid of this guy first.
Bogey on
Oh
our
no!
tail.
No, I made a mistake there. I was using the target selector and I thought it was targeting a different enemy.
Enemy targets located. Enemy targets located.
Let's get this end one first.
Up ahead. Quick shot. On our left. Enemy on our left. Bogey on our tail. On our left. Bogey on our 6.
A bit low here.
Altitude too low. Flying. Bogey on our 6.
Okay, that was a bit low.
Flying.
But we did it. We did it. We used the power of badass. The power of badass.
I'm losing it.
Dirt 2 coverage is going to come soon. When Codemasters finally give us access to it, we'll no doubt run some of that. Now, there's the enemies. There they are.
Enemy in sight.
Let's get them.
Enemy targets located. Quick shot.
There's quite a bit of defence there, so we want to try and defeat the defence.
Take off.
Let's do this.
Enemy targets located. Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our
Let's go
6.
for the target now.
On our right. Bogey on our tail. Take off. Bingo! Yahoo!
Bit of music to just get you through it. Lovely. Thumbs up. Thanks, wingman. There we go. How much money did we make from it? Enough to pay his pay packet. Absolutely, Jeff. The power of badass. That's what you need on your t-shirt. Brilliant, brilliant. Now, Gabriel was just saying, in this game, always try to reach the space. It's quite funny, but we all did, because there's some levels where you can go up and you go up through high cloud and you can get really high and you're thinking, oh, it's changing. No, it doesn't. It's the same on the new one. On the new Ace Combat now, of course, when you go into clouds, they've changed it so that there's moisture and the moisture affects your controls, and it's quite technical in that way. I like that. Rearview Racing says, have you played Assetto Corsa Competizione? I have. I quite liked the early build I played. I haven't had the chance to play it since then. We've got Ben Green who does our videos on that. Mainly because time. Assetto Corsa still needs quite a bit of time. Hold on, let's see. Still needs. Let's destroy these pipelines. I think this is a more tricky mission.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply.
But no, I think Assetto Corsa is coming along.
Single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields
happy
to
to
their refinery.
wait for it to develop at the moment. I watched Gamer Muscle's video today, and I can see that the game still needs a lot of work. Obviously, still needs a lot of work at the moment. But I am going to put a bit of time into it in the next few weeks. I'm getting set up with PC. So what you're seeing with the streaming is I'm getting set up with all my retro consoles. I'm getting set up with my current consoles, and then I'm gradually going to get set up with the PC stuff. And if we can get a bigger audience and really grow it, then I'll start to stream more PC sims and all that sort of stuff. It will all get going when we start to do new games. I mean, right now it's pretty quiet, but we've got, as you guys will probably know, we tend to get the games quite soon. But I can get different games as well pre-release. So let's see, Guard My Tail. No, he's a bit expensive, isn't he? Let's just go with the middle one, shall we? He's a bit cheap, but you know, he'll do all right. He'll do all right. So I'm quite Jedi, so you know, as a Jedi myself, you know, I can have a Padawan defender, and I know he'll just mix them up a bit. Do you know what I mean? He just needs to wave around, even if he doesn't down them. I know, to scare him off a bit. Yeah, I think there's some issues with the graphics right now, and I think
Ready? Break now.
pause that 2 seconds, and I just have to do something here, and then we're ready to go. Right, brilliant. Okay, that's that. Off we go in the desert. Ultra wide support. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Where Assetto Corsa is concerned, the thing is, it's an early access title, and I'm sort of one of those people that sometimes likes to wait till a game develops. So I'll do a preview, and then I'll come back some way down the line. I think it's the same with a lot of these games. You know, sometimes I show them off too soon.
Located.
Wow. Okay. Get him.
Look at 12 o'clock. On our right. Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body down.
Moving on our 6.
Alert, body down.
Wow, we're
Body down.
gonna have to get rid of the
Alert, body
SAM
down.
systems.
Alert, body damage.
Damn.
Take off. I'm losing him. No,
Caution.
pull out of it.
Placing stall. Caution.
Enemy targets located. Enemy targets located.
Let's take out this dude.
Look at 12 o'clock. On our right. Enemy locked on target. Hold me on our 6. Bingo! Take off! Bogey on our 6. Take off! Bogey on our 6.
Colony Wars is great. I'll have to show a bit of Colony Wars at some point. Maybe I'll do it
Enemy in
today.
sight.
Maybe I'll surprise you and do something
Enemy target
exciting.
located.
Colony Wars takes a bit of time to get into. I love Colony Wars, so I'm quite happy to sit here and just complete.
Alert, body damage.
Enemy locked up.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Oh, flying!
Alert, body damage.
Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail. Take off.
A little shadow of the plane on the ground there. These are the touches that make it really nice.
Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our right.
Can't see
Bogey
any
on our 6.
other ground objects there.
On our right.
Am I missing
Bogey on our
something?
6.
Do we need to download more bogies?
Take off. Bogey on our tail.
Okay, we've got to follow the
Enemy
pipeline.
in sight. Enemy target located.
Let's get the sky.
Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying.
That's it.
Warning.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on us.
Warning.
Missile approaching.
Caution.
Dive. Dive.
Warning.
On our left. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our left. Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our 6. Bingo! Yahoo! Bingo! Take off. On our left. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6.
Some of these guys are pretty quick. They're a bit low to the ground. Let's go up high. Let's get up high. Let's take the battle away.
Bogey on our 6.
It's interesting when you,
Oh, pull out of it.
Jeff, I was just talking about the Grand Tour. I actually have no idea. So if anyone here has played the Grand Tour, do let me know what you think. And also what games you're looking forward to that are coming out now. There's quite a lot of games coming out. So Resident Evil 2. Has anyone played the Resident Evil 2 demo?
On our right.
No.
Bogey on our 6.
So I think there must be other pipelines using my deduction skills.
Take off.
Let's follow this pipeline back.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy target located. On our left.
Do anything here?
I'm losing him.
No.
Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6.
We're going the wrong way there.
Enemy in sight.
No idea where I'm going.
Caution.
I'm losing him. Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight.
No, we're not bothered. Let's take out the core guys.
Caution.
There we go.
Enemy target located. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on altitude too low. Flying.
Caution. No
So yeah, I'm going to play a bit of the Grand Tour, and then, like I say, get set up with more of the retro games, and then do some retro arcade gaming as well. And I might do some new games, you know, demos like the Resident Evil. I might do Resident Evil 2. Might do it. It's a bit scary though.
I'm losing him.
It's a bit scary. I don't know if I can handle it. It's just, you know, it's too
Enemy in
hardcore.
sight. Enemy targets located.
Come on.
Enemy locked on target. Focus 12 o'clock. Focus on our 6. Altitude too low. Fly.
That's those guys sorted.
Focus on our 6.
Really could do with getting rid of some of
Let's
these
return to mission, buddy. Take off.
bogeys. Yep, I know.
On our right.
Right, so that base is all done then. There's nothing else there, is there?
Enemy in sight.
It doesn't need to get busted up. No, it's fine.
Focus on our 6. Enemy
So
in
yeah,
sight.
I mean, I love some of these old games, but let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to do actually. Yeah, Grand Tour's been a strange one, isn't it? You know, I mean, we've had almost no information on the game. It's been released. A lot of videos have been taken down. They've included video clips from the TV show, presumably in the
Enemy
game.
target
So that
located.
means that obviously that's what gets the videos taken down basically. And then besides that,
Take off.
I'm going to be playing other stuff. Just wait and see actually. Apologies, I have no idea what I'm doing here at the moment other than trying to follow pipelines from this base. I remembered this mission being somewhat difficult purely because you struggle to actually find the cane for a second. Here we go.
Enemy in sight.
This could be it.
Enemy target
All the trouble
located.
here.
Focus at 12 o'clock.
Okay, that's alright.
On our right. Focus on our 6.
Greatest series of movies? That's a tough question, isn't it? Well, I'm a big film fan. I do like my Star Wars trilogy, of course. It's very difficult to say a series, isn't it? For every good film
I'm losing him.
that has a good sequel, there seems to be a third one that seems to just mess it all up. Like Terminator. Or no, actually Alien trilogy. I don't know why people have such a problem with Alien 3. I really like it.
Enemy
It
target
suits the
located.
style. Completely lost bro, wasn't it?
Focus on our 6. I'm losing him.
Well, somehow I flew right away from that base thing.
Up ahead.
See
On
those
our right.
tanks down there.
Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Jesus, miss.
How could you miss that? Oh well, done. I'm glad to get off that mission actually, because that's one of those missions where trying to find those things in the desert, you can actually easily just mess up and spend half your time chasing planes and getting lost, because it all just looks the same essentially. But no, I'm a big film fan. I mean, yeah, it's difficult to say one series. Rearview racing, the price drop. Well, you know, this is the thing, isn't it? It dropped down to $11.99, and I think it's a strange one, isn't it? Normally we see a preview and we see the game, and I can tell you guys whether it's how it's coming along. There are always restrictions when you do a preview, because you're seeing a very small portion of the game, you know, a couple of tracks that they really like, and then people say, oh, is the game good? And you say, well, I've only seen 2 tracks. Were they alright? They were okay, but there needs to be 30 tracks to make it worthwhile. And then you play the final game and you realise what that sort of is to it. And I think it seems like almost like a glorified demo, really. So what we might do, I don't know if we can actually.
The enemy's ADCRS,
How do we save
Air Defense
progress?
Command and Radar System.
How do we save progress? That's the question. Oh, here we go. have a new memory card slot? New. Alright then. Let's save it there, viewers, and then we're going to look at the next game, which is going to be Ace Combat. Ace Combat 2. We're going to have a look at that in just a moment. Right, I'm going to leave you just for a moment with a bit of music playing, and I'll be straight back. Okay, viewers, so we're back to attack, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little look at Ace Combat 2. Now Tyler's just saying, I wonder what the flight physics says. I think just that I think with flight physics, it's a difficult challenge, isn't it? Because the complexity of flying is such an incredible amount of information to bring down. But I think they've tried to look at sort of some core elements that make you feel like you're at least in control without needing to worry about so much. And I think the new game brings in a lot more strategy in terms of using cloud cover. Clouds are, you know, tactical strategy elements now in the new game, and depending on if the cloud, you know, it's a rain cloud, storm, you could fly in there, you could be in trouble. Before you know it, you've lost the person entirely, or your plane ices up and you're in big trouble. Right, let's have a look now at Ace Combat 2. Turn that off, and let's just see if we can just get this out. It's a bit of a pain to get to. Get on there. So, I haven't even looked at the disc. I didn't look at it before I put it in, but let's just hope it works. Okay, let's take that. Apologies, the bottom inch of the screen is cut off. There's not much I can do about that at the moment. Something to do with the SCART lead. See if I can fix it on the next stream. Figure out what the problem is. Right, here we go then. Ace Combat 2. I'll have to change this in the info while you're watching. Otherwise people will be telling me I'm showing the wrong game. should be sorted now. You should all see Ace Combat 2 on your stream, and that's good. And it's not saved on that one. How weird. Right, let's get stuck in the controller. And it's all done. Right, so we're updated now. Okay, well, Marek's here. Just doing some older games here, and then we'll be looking at some retro, a bit of retro, just because Ace Combat's going this week. I thought let's go back to the original. Oh, look at that. You can move it. Look at those graphics. Right. No point adjusting the screen. We'll fix that another time. Okay, start game. I don't think I've got the right memory card. Oh, I do, actually. Doesn't matter. Let's do normal again. This is the real PlayStation here. So running on a SCART. Everything set up original. Running the original PlayStation 1 copy. Akuma. So all original stuff here. You've even got authentic sound skipping from the disc.
They're expanding their influence while strengthening their fighting power. Their military capabilities include air and sea forces. It has also been confirmed that they are in possession of extra powerful cruise missiles.
We can't skip this. Yeah, this is actually not the controller that came with the PlayStation. It originally didn't have 2 analog sticks, and I played it so much that I actually broke this into 4 pieces because I played so much Ridge Racer. Just wore them down, basically. Completely wore the buttons down. I played it so much and I got it. I love this. And one of the games I liked on PlayStation 1 that people don't talk about now is Magic Carpet, which was one of my favourite games on the system. And it was brilliant. So far ahead of its time. It's just a shame it's never been updated to HD. So yes, Akuma, you're going to get authentic music skipping and FMV skipping. I haven't blown the dust off the disc, so it's probably a little bit dusty. But yeah, we're using a little device here to... I've shown everybody the device to get scan lines and all that sort of stuff.
Interception of invasion unit.
I mean, all these graphics at the time were amazing. 60 frames per second, super polished, really high resolution. This was the business back in '96.
Take off immediately and shoot them down. Target B-52 bomber unit. Good luck.
I might need to clean the CD.
Of invasion unit. It's a rush sortie mission.
I like this music as well. Sometimes when you select your pilot, this piece of music's really cool. It's feel good music. This one though. And they've gone for authentic camouflage on the jets there as well. Sub-Zero, can't stop buying shoot 'em ups for the Switch. You know, the Switch is perfect for older type of games. And I look forward to Jonathan Adams is here as well. What a throwback! Keep Dreams Made Up. It was. And this stuff was really cool. In this game, he's like say 22 years old. And you can see now how we've moved forward with texture mapping now, even on the even on the difference between the two systems. It moves slightly differently. Spinning around here, but let's just keep it more sensible. Look at the improvement in texture mapping, just as developers were learning how to do stuff. Apologies about the music skipping. I didn't clean the CD when we're popping it in there. Bear in mind that these have not been used in a long time. I should probably have turned captions off, but just close it on the nut. Funny, these jets. You might say, why don't you always close them on super quickly? It's because they often go much slower than you can go, so you just want to kind of close into a certain distance and then no further. Simple mission to kick it off. Got to go for that power, absolutely. Well, you can see the power of PlayStation here. Look at that, that's improved from the first game. I mean, wow, what we saw then was a real growth in every year, massive improvements in terms of technology, you know, and then eventually 4 years down the line you were getting Ridge Racer 4 and Metal Gear Solid, you know, which took years to make, you know, but it's still impressive. I mean, you still play Resident Evil demo and you say, oh, this is Resident Evil 2. It shows what they managed to do with the pictures and the hardware for the time. It's still brilliant. And Tyler had the first level of Magic Carpet. Well, I tell you that Magic Carpet was such a genius game for its time. Deformable environments. Oh, years ahead of its time. And it's just such a shame that, you know, EA own it. Good old EA. The CD is a bit dirty, clearly. But yeah, it was good, you know, good times. But it's good to see this, and then when we move forward to the new version in a few days. For those of you just joining, there it is. It's Combat 7, so we're going to look at that in the next few days, and we're going to put that on, stream that, just to see how amazing it looks. Amazing. Especially Takeoff, you know, the moisture, and if you've not seen the videos, do check the videos out we put up in the past. Amazing stuff. Now, we were talking about the Switch earlier, weren't we? Sub-Zero was talking about the Switch, and the Switch is great for older games, you know, remakes and simple experiences. I find the handhelds better in general for the simpler games when you're out and about. You don't want a long game. You've got 15 minutes on a bus or something. Get it out, have a quick go. It's like, to an extent, it's like phone gaming, but richer than phone gaming because you have real tactile controls. And the only phone that had that was the Xperia Play, which was brilliant. And it's a real shame Sony haven't done more with that, because it would be nice to have seen a new Xperia Play. because it was such a great system and great for emulation as well. So I know Fantasy goes for Wipeout. Did you ever play G-Police and Colony Wars? I did play G-Police. I completed Colony Wars. I did the good and bad endings and stuff like that. I did every type of ending. G-Police I didn't play so much of, mainly because at the time I felt it was over ambitious for the hardware. G-Police is a prime example of a game that should be remade. You know, now we have the power to generate the city. Just imagine how awesome things like G-Police and Colony Wars could be now. I mean, you'll see how awesome this is when it comes out in the next few days. And the way it's moved on, it'd be great to compare the two. I apologise for the sound, the music. Too far, too slow. The music's really struggling. Trying to not crash into this guy. That's it. Just trying to make some space between me and him. So I do go quite slowly sometimes. Oh, music's giving up. Favorite part of this game, PS Ace Combat 3. Yeah, I mean, for me, I've probably played more of the first two at the time. I don't know what I was doing when Ace Combat 3 came out. You know, I played a bit of it and didn't get around to buying it for some reason. Because I worked in a game shop, and so I ended up playing lots of games. Oh, CM. Okay, CMB. So you've got your new name, which is Sightless. Okay. Remembered, Sightless. You get involved with branching storylines like Colony Wars. No, there aren't many games. I mean, you could really change the direction of the war. The only problem with Colony Wars was the good ending was just so horribly difficult, because the final battle you had to come up against this big enemy ship to blow it up. It was just no fun. I literally had to do like 100 restarts to try and defeat it. It was it's not something you could ever learn to do. It was more luck than judgment. So in Colony Wars, if you haven't played it, it's a space flight simulator. And I'm going to pause this for a second, because you're so you have two types of weapons: your weapon that would destroy the shields, and then the weapon that would destroy the ship. So you're constantly adapting between the two weapons to down everybody's shields. But some ships, when you shoot them with a shields weapon, they would recharge their shield, so you might destroy a guy's shield, but you don't have time to destroy him because there's another guy, and if you won a mission or you lost a mission or you lost too many of your own pilots, then your fleet would be defeated and you'd move on to the bad storyline. Oh wow, Colony Wars is great. I love Colony Wars. I'm not going to stream that on Team VVV. I'm going to stream that on the Team VVV Games channel, but my streams, my general gaming streams, will appear on Twitch as well. So this won't be a regular thing on Team VVV. If you're a bit worried or you're upset to see a non-racing game on the channel, it's just a one-off. Other than this, it will all be on the Team VVV Games channel. And again, for those of you who missed earlier, I'm going to whack it on here, because when I start... No, that's not it. No. It's struggling to keep up. It's apologies about the audio, guys. I wonder if the disc is still spinning. Let's have a look. If it's not spinning, I might be able to have a look at it. Let's see. I've got a Dreamcast on top of the PlayStation, so it shouldn't really be on there, but No. Well, it's probably not going to work now. I'll probably just buggered the game then, but well, whatever. We'll have to move the Dreamcast, won't we? Oh well. There we go. There we go. I've probably messed up the music altogether now. And now there's no music. Oh well. It wasn't working properly anyway. Let's see if it starts again when I restart the mission. If not, then we'll call it a day on this and have a look at one other thing, or call it a night, and then wait for Ace to come back. It's not the same about the music, is it? You need some music going. The first game, I think, definitely had some very cool rock tracks. This had more sort of advancement all round, but I really like the menu music. There we go. Target view. Let's see if we can rotate round here and get him. There he is. Yeah, I know. Going for it. Let's get this guy. Come on. I fired just a second too early. Oh, come on. Let's want to get it done. Oh, he's taking it. There we go. Let's see if we've got any music afterwards. If not, then I'll probably put on a different game because I've just missed it. I was hoping that it might not. It might just start working again, but alas, no. And we had replays as well there, which was nice. Let's see if we get any music or if I've crashed the game entirely. I have crashed the game. We're going to reset. I'm going to grab something else quickly just to finish the stream. Let's grab something else just to finish the stream. I can't even read the disc. Doesn't like it at all. No, it's not liking it. See if we can no, it's not liking it. Not liking it. How weird. It's nice. Oh, there we go. Right, nice and clean, as you guys can see. There is nothing wrong with the disc. It's super duper, and yet it's not working. It's just not liking it. There's some dust on the laser. If not, it might be the turn it upside down time. Try a different game. Try a different game. See what happens. No, having it. Turn that off for a second. Okay, different game. Let's see if we can do this. No. Oh no. Oh no, we've had a technical problem, viewers. I wonder if it's got too hot. I wonder if it's got too hot. And if this doesn't work, then we're buggered and we need a new one. No. Oh no. This could be the end of my original PS1. Goodness me. It seems like it's just died. But I'm sure I can fix it. But maybe it's overheated. Might have overheated. Oh, blimey. Blimey, viewers. Well, let's try a music CD or something. No, we can't try a music CD because we're streaming. Right, let's this is a bit of a bummer. Let's take this off for a minute. See if we can let's see if we can recognise it in the music CD section. Cyclist was saying Eagle 1 of Firestorm Thunderhawk 2, fantastic visuals for the time. Thunderhawk was very cool. I've also got the Mega CD original, which was amazing for its time as well. Just going to pop this in here just to see if it even picks up on music tracks for a second. Otherwise it is a laser related problem. And literally the laser has just died. There it is. It's picking up on the one track. That's correct. So let's just open. Let's try something else. Make sure music doesn't play. Let's try something here. Let's try something here. Just see if it loads music. If it does, then we're okay, and we can do. We're just having a technical issue here, viewers, and oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. This works. So at least the laser's working. At least the laser's working. So it's just not reading game discs at the moment. It should just load. It should just load. Oh, it's working. It's working. we're not going to change the title on the stream. We're just going to leave it, have a quick race, and then we're done. So I apologise about the issue there. We're using original hardware and it's a bit temperamental, hence we're also having some screen issues as well. Got to try and figure out what's gone on there and try and refix that issue in terms of the SCART lead. There's always drama with streaming viewers. There's always drama. You're always setting everything up and everything works, and then you think, right, I'm ready to stream now. Let's get rid of that. Quick race, and then let's get through that. And get through that. Let's just get into a quick race. We'll call it scan lines of goodness, just to finish off there. Doesn't it look better? Oh wow, it's nice to play these old games on my HD TV and they look so good, you know. Just with the PlayStation Mini was a letdown. PlayStation Mini was a huge letdown. Wow, how can Sony mess up so bad? What idiots did they have putting that together? Because clearly they had people there who really didn't get the PlayStation. They just needed me in there for a day. I'd have told them what's what. Right. I don't know what's on here, but just load it in case there's something on there. You never know. Overwrite. Yep, go on. Yeah, I think what it is, I've had the Dreamcast sitting on top of the PlayStation 1 as well, squashing it for a bit, so that probably wasn't good for it either. How about a win? We'll try and... So this game is actually surprisingly difficult. We've seen on a few races. Let's see how we get on. A bit of rock and roll there. Really, that's interesting. PSP, yes. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know you could configure it to do PS1 games. I do have a handheld that does PS1 games, which is the JXD S7800B, which is the best handheld ever. And if you haven't seen it, there's a video on the TV YouTube channel, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, the PSP was great because that was the first handheld that did really good emulation of everything. Wow, they all just jump started. What's that all about? Now, it's just driving car because we're badass. Graphics are so grainy, it's still hard to actually see anything. Let's go outside the car. Braking for that as well. So we're just doing this to finish off the stream, but I hope you've enjoyed the Ace Combat tonight. Bit of something different, and as I say, I'll be playing a little bit of Ace Combat 7 Friday, and then after that still be playing more racing games, but every now and again doing a bit of non-racing as well. I think that's the thing, all PS1 games were simple to play, you know, they had basic designs and it worked really well basically, so you know, it was great. It was a great time for gaming. It's simple but effective. The internet has made everything so much more complicated. And I often say it's like Ubisoft make every single game they make more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, when I looked at all the options and menus, damn. And I've got Need for Speed 3 upstairs. I didn't like Need for Speed 2 though. The graphics were poor, the handling was bad. It was just a bad game, basically. A bad game. And then Need for Speed 3 came back quite strongly. It was a good, fun game. And with Need for Speed 3, you know, it had interactive music as well, so that different parts of the racetrack played different parts of music depending on where you were. A piece of music that maybe suited that part of the track. I really liked that. I thought it was really cool. The first track in the game, the sort of autumn setting, was amazing at the time. You know, cool music, cool vibe, good graphics. It felt like Need for Speed was bouncing back. But then since then, I kind of felt that it's been a bit all over the place. Okay, I'm having a delay on audio. That's why I'm not starting when they start. I thought I was getting a delay on the Ace Combat, but I'm definitely getting a delayed audio track. Really weird. There's definitely something up with my scart device. At least the picture quality is good. I mean, that's like about as good as any original console picture quality you can get, really. At least the bit I'm seeing. I'm not seeing how it's broadcasted to you guys, because obviously I'm just seeing it in the broadcast 1080p. And of course you guys get 720p. Get out of my way. Place now. Can we gain on the leader? How quick the leader is. He is flying. It's hard to imagine for a lot of people when this game first came out on the 3DO a couple of years earlier, or a year earlier it was, and graphics at that time were, you know, I was working in a game shop and it was wow up in there, and it's just incredible. I mean, you couldn't turn around. It's rendered in this way in which you can only go in one direction, but I thought it was fine. I had no problem with that. I thought it worked really well. I mean, you don't need to go the wrong way around anyway, so. And it meant that they could produce everything sort of one-sided and get stuff to render smoother and better. close to him, aren't we? Come on. So we're close. Don't let him past. He's right on me. The AI in this are proper rubber band as well. They will just take you out in 2 seconds. They'll just suddenly overtake you right in front of the finish. Hey Marek, thanks for checking in. You know, thanks for saying hello, and it's, you know, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I don't stream at regular times at the moment. I know that, and I will. I keep saying it, but I will get organised eventually. You know, it's just. It's a funny thing, streaming. I mean, a lot of people do it for many hours all the time, and when you are saying, right, this day of the week I'm going to do this day of the week I'm going to do this, you know, sometimes you're busy doing other things and you're trying to think, oh, but this type of work isn't really like that, in the sense that, so if I get a new game, I'm just going to play it. So there are going to be streams whenever I feel like it, and what I want to do is stream when I feel like playing games. So if I'm sitting here playing a game, I'll just stream it. You know, if I play the Resident Evil demo, I'll probably just stream it now. You know, because I can stream to different YouTube channels now, and that makes it all work. You know, so yeah, I've got a big lag on audio, which is weird. So when I watch this video afterwards, I'm going to see if you guys get it as well. Oh, brilliant. Bumped into last. There you go. Lose some DR rating. Oh, damn. Oh, wow, that's tricky. Do not want to end up on that snow. Quite tricky. Taking me out. Taking me out. What's making it hard is I'm hearing a massive delay on the audio. So, like, my engine sounds like I'm accelerating when I'm braking, which is making it difficult to play. It didn't affect me in Race Combat, because I will have to fix that. quite do it. Trying to get somewhere there. Yeah, Stephen, I was just saying, you know, back in the day, you know, these graphics were like out of this world. You know, you could not believe. First winner. Brilliant, brilliant, and that represents.
Congratulations, you have won the race.
Well, that represents the end of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed that, viewers. It's been good fun today doing a bit of Ace Combat, doing a bit of retro streaming. I've still got some bits and pieces to fix in terms of the SCART image and stuff like that, because I really want to show retro games. Hence why I've got the scanline device as good as they can be. And hopefully I'll be able to get all this fixed and sorted for next time. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching on this Wednesday evening, and there'll be more from me very soon.